It can be difficult to keep your independence as you age, but something that I've noticed is a key factor is consistency. Oftentimes, people as they lose their strength and their mobility, they consistently have been sedentary. This takes time. Over that period of time, people lose strength, independence, and at times end up in a place like this, a rehab facility, where I help people gain their strength and independence. But I want you to avoid this kind of place. I don't want you to have to go to rehab in order to get your strength back. So what you need to do is become consistent with activity. So more important than a super intense workout once in a while is a consistent effort. So do something to start exercising daily. For me, when I started exercising, I started out just with a couple of exercises that I knew I could do right before bed. And then I started building on that. And now I consistently work out about an hour every day, with the exception of Sundays. Got to keep the Sabbath day holy. But you've got to get consistent in your program. So if you need to buy some equipment or something, some dumbbells, some bands, maybe buy some exercise clothes, something to start. Sometimes getting something can help spark that desire to get going. But really, honestly, the most important thing is just be consistent. Do something every day. So we're going to go through a handful of exercises right now that you can start right away in the comfort of your own home without any special equipment that you can get started on. So let's go ahead. So use your countertop at home. That's why I'm going to use this bar. You don't have to have a parallel bar at home. Just use your countertop. Keep your hands along the sides of your countertop. We're just going to do some simple stepping exercises here. Increase or decrease the speed as needed, and we'll talk about that as we go. But the first thing we're going to do is simply a side step. For balance purposes, glide your hand across the table. If this is easy, then I want you to remove your hands and float it above, okay? In order to increase the challenge of this exercise, you can slow down. So you're standing on one foot for a period of time, standing on one foot. This challenges your balance. If you want to work on more of your endurance, then I want you to go fast. If balance doesn't seem to be a problem, but you seem to get tired quickly, step side to side quickly. Okay? The next one we're going to do, same thing. Hover that on the countertop or hold on to the countertop as needed. You're going to do a forward step and a backward step. This might seem like that shouldn't be too hard, but oftentimes when I work with older people, it's not uncommon that they lose their balance backwards. We lose our ability to quickly respond to a fall backwards. We're unable to pick up those feet. It's like when you start to go backwards, your feet get glued to the floor. So it's important to be able to keep a good reaction, a good ability to step backwards. So I want you to work with this one. When you're stepping forward, sometimes I'll have people go slowly for balance purposes and then step quickly backwards for reaction time purposes. So slow forward, keeping that balance, and then step back quickly. Do both legs. So you can do both sides here. Always remember safety first, so keep a chair close if you need to sit down during some of these exercises. The next thing that we're going to do, and each of these exercises, people are often asking, how much should I do these? Honestly, it's going to depend on where you are at. Often I tell people, start with a couple of sets, like 2 sets or 3 sets. Start with 30 seconds, see how you feel. If you can build that up to a minute or a minute and a half, that's great. Work up to maybe about 2 or 3 minutes for each of these exercises for 2 or 3 sets. Just for a simple routine. And if you've already got other exercises you do, that's great. You can add these. You don't have to do them as long if you've got other exercises. But the next one we're going to do, it's going to be an exaggerated step over. The reason I like to do these exaggerated step overs, look, I'm getting a lot of range of motion out of the knee and the hip. Hip flexion, knee flexion, coming back down into extension, so straightening everything out, keeping tall posture, hands by that countertop if needed. The other reason I like this, balance. Look, as I bring this leg up, I've got to be single leg stance on the other leg. As I bring this leg up, single leg stance here. That single leg stance helps challenge my balance. So good exercise to challenge the balance and keep some good range of motion and strength in the legs here. Okay? So pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Use the countertop as needed. The next one, and the one we're going to finish off with, is a simple sit to stand or squat. So if you need a chair behind you, put the chair so you can sit all the way down. If you've got a little bit of strength that you can do these and you don't need a chair, that's great. But you can hang on to your sink or your countertop. You'll be right here, and like you're going to sit down and back up. Sit down and back up. Work your way up to 10 or 15 reps, 2 to 3 sets with this. As much as possible, try not to pull too much with your arms. When I have people do this exercise, sometimes it seems as if they'll come and then they just pull themselves back up. They'll go down and just pull themselves back up. I don't want you to do that. I want you to use your legs. Use your legs really, and then power back up with those legs. A little bit of pulling is okay. Use those arms a little bit for balance and for pulling, but mostly I want you pushing through those legs. That way the legs are getting the power out of that exercise. So again, I can't emphasize consistency enough. It's the most important part because, like I said, losing strength didn't happen overnight. It happens over time. Gaining strength, unfortunately, happens even slower. Building that strength back up is difficult. So just be consistent. Don't get discouraged. It's normal for it to be slow, but if you start working on it now, you're going to be better in the days to come, and life's going to be better. I appreciate you watching. I'm Dr. Dalin Hansen, a physical therapist, and I hope to catch you again soon. If this has been helpful information, please subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.